see. We're going to pull up. Where did it go? Hustle cat. There we go. I need to double check if this is. Holy shit. So, guys, I'm so sorry. That scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. This is. Okay, okay. Did it actually change the size there? Yes, no. No, no, it didn't. Ah, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Holy fuck, that was so loud. Let me see how the music is going in OBS. Yeah, I'll just turn my right. The holy moly, that was fucking loud. I am so sorry, y'all. Um, so glad I wasn't using headphones or earbuds, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I I did not expect it to be this loud at first. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and change our stream information. Um, here we go. We're going to hustle cat. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and update this. Hustle cat. And then I think it is labeled as a visual novel. Yep, it is both a visual novel and a dating scene, dating simulator. So there we go. Alrighty, otome. I can't remember. I think so, maybe. But yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so we are going to do a brand new game because apparently I have played this at one point, but it's just been such a long ass time. Also we're gonna work on the volume a little bit more because there we go. It's a little bit better, yeah? Yeah. Alrighty. Are y'all ready? New game. Oh fuck yes! That's awesome. Okay, we can't change the name, address pending, degree. Yeah. Rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation, and 12 words per minute? Oh shit. Here I guess? Alrighty. This is me, Greg's list. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right into my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn my eyes out. Oh, damn. What is it? Like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. This couch puts you in like you're drowning in bread dough. Or pulls you in. Sorry about that. Let me double check. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. Bread dough cushion trap. Okay, new name for couch. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. I'd probably have to apologize for a couple of things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like, I really live here, instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me, like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape up some dried off cheese off the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi. Meow. Oh, this cat's brow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Jeez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. No, that's just another cat video. Relatable. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comment section proofreader. Fundraiser street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? Relatable, yo. I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to mom, dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I got here, I was expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living in a small town life in the city, living a small town life in the city, sorry y'all, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars. but the faded white lines marking the middle seemed to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decided to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. Cat's Paw! A squat three-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright, it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front of the doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from some broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring. Inquire within." Asahi! Sorry, y'all. Give me just a moment. Yes, you. Go on. Rude. There we go. That should fix that. I'm sorry, y'all. My cat likes to pick up plastic and canvas bag straps with his paw, and then he will just start licking them. And I don't understand why he does this. It's a thing my goblin does, but, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so, just, just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring. Inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat laying belly up, sunning itself against the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This place is so classy it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple. Boy, are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping on the floor, sipping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I've barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome! Please sit wherever you'd like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from. Then of whether I wanted to sit or if I wanted to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain it a bit, how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that's great. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I think of as a cat person. My name is Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. You got it, Landry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization. They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. We do everything we can to make them comfortable. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Aww. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help to pay for their care. The food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it's a lot of work, but I'd like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now. Oh, his surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? Um, I'm really good with cats? Well, I'm really good with cats. I've got a lot of practice with them since my cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out. Well, that's a good start at least. There's more to this job than just playing with the cats though. Of course. I mean, liking cats is definitely going to help, right? That's definitely a job requirement. Okay, okay. I'll get the owner and you can talk to him about it. Why don't you have a seat while I go see if he's available? Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great. Thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. He appears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, and then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Uh-oh. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides back to the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. It could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. But coffee? Like coffee, y'all. Anyway, I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in it. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Neil, this cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee. This cat knows about coffee? This cat yes, this cat enjoys the coffee. Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everyone else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owner owners of cat cafes look like? I've never seen. Ah, his eyes. They're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. That's kind of rude. Which one am I supposed to look at? That is really rude. Avery. Yo. My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? Rude. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Eh? He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with film over it. Yay, chromatia. Heterochromatia, there we go. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. E- Excuse me? Telltale heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, didn't you read that in high school? Yeah, but iridus heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so at least he's got some good taste hidden in there. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You might have. You might not know yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with lots of sides. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay? You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blond man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup toward me without looking back up. Um, thank you. Graves rings. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. If, if that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the foam. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now, we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Ooh. Oh. If you like coffee. Heresy, right? Um, honestly, mm, Maine Coon. Even I think eventually I might like to get had to have a Maine Coon myself, but honestly, any cat. But we'll go Maine Coon for now. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? Yeah, 話しません. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Ooh, dolphin, orca, shark, penguin, or butterfly? Meow. What about Nip's twin tails? True. You know, uh, probably a dolphin. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Hmm. Punk. I'm not dead, just resting. Children's sing along, chiptunes, classically hardworking? Uh, Punk. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. Honestly, I actually really kind of like the whole personality thing that he's going with. 10. Draculas or teenaged wolves? I'm sorry. Listen. I do like werewolves. Don't get me wrong, but I was more of a vampire fan first. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with his terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Oh, thank you. You start tomorrow. Wow, great. Thank you. Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He naps my saucer even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So, what will my job be? We'll see. Did did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take. What the fuck do you mean too much coffee? What the fuck is too much coffee? No entiendo. Anyway, I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much everywhere I see an X and a line. What's it all for? And why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff. I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent, because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. We won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay, okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever. Not my problem. I head down the stairs. Andrew's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So? I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh! Oh, congratulations! You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow then. Great. See you. I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Yee. Yee, let's go. I got lost, and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, like, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. Oh, it's more common in white cats? The the house the last house I lived in had a white cat with heterochromia. He was a sweet, sweet boy. Also, Coconut had heterochromia. Coconut? That. Okay. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store, too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. Oh, Nekopada? Ah, okay. I'll play it eventually. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. It's volume 2 net beliefs? Okay, I only have volume 0. I am EP, off to sleep. Good night, all. I had fun. Thank you, Morgan, for coming along and for the follow, and I hope you get some really good rest. Be sure to drink plenty of water, too, and eat well whenever you get the chance, okay? Coconut is also Maine Coon? Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, good night, Morgan. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever. I'm about to do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Taigi has volume 1 and 2 now. Nep. Nep, what did you do? What do you mean I have 1 and 2 now? Eh? I see that 2 is in my library. And 1. Wait, did I have these and forget about them? Wait. It's not showing like any sort of notifications, did it? Oh, looked at Steam profile? Yeah, Taigi is the airhead. I, yeah, I am a pretty big airhead. I, yeah. Okay, I don't know why, but I thought I only had zero. I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Ah, hell. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll just hope I I'll just have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. At my first job, even. What a great impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me. Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out from the doorframe and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss? That's esteemed coworker for you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Uh, before we get too far, everybody, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met. You already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Uh, hello. He looks like he's going to try to sleep between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Ooh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candids, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also Graves, I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. Oh, I will sleep now. Thank you for the stream. For real, best streamer. Good night, y'all. Oh, thank you, Milk Milk. You have a fantastic night. Get plenty of sleep. Be sure to hydrate and eat well when you can, okay? But yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Thank you. All right, all right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart-mouthed guy, Reese, and the other one looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that would either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks back to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappears after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair. Great! Let's just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure. What's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She leans into whisper. That's an Akia shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. What? Akia? From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Well, it is, but it's weird to buy things from games you haven't played. Oh, it's a game. I play some games, but I haven't heard of that one. I like a lot of retro games, so if it's new... Oh, it's a different type of game. Never mind. Well, now I'm curious. No, it's okay. You probably wouldn't like games about boys fighting. Or or maybe you would. Okay. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime if you prove yourself worthy. This is going how Nep is thinking, isn't it? Maybe. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink, then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out here in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing and placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop at each hand. One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa! I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm from behind the fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Jeez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm going to savor this. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be pretty hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza, or toaster tarts, I guess, even if I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Uh, can, can I still have pizzas sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but are other times still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh, it's an important part of new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes his stag back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. I- Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so no, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have a uniform. I really don't want to get written up. Let's ask Reese about their uniforms. He seems pretty serious about this. Maybe I shouldn't blow him off just because he looks so young. Maybe he's secretly as old as Graves or something. Uniforms? But nobody else is wearing any uniforms. They just haven't changed yet. Or they don't need them. Only the waitstaff wear uniforms, and you'll be waiting tables with Landry today. Yeah, but Landry doesn't have a uniform. Reese glances over his shoulder towards Landry, who's made himself busy straightening up the tables in the dining area. He doesn't appear to have heard either of us, or he's just ignoring us. That's because we don't have a uniform in his size. Yet, at least. Someday he won't have an excuse anymore. Come on, Avery. I think you'll look cute in a uniform. I can't help but feeling a bit itchy about this. Rummaging around in a drawer by the back door, and pulls out some kind of black, orange, and white lace thing. That can't be it, right? This looks like it should be about your size. Now, come on. He dumps the pile of lace and fabric in my hands, then pushes me forward toward what I assume is the bathroom. I pause in front of the door and give Reese a baleful look. Aw, come on. At least try it. I'll humor him. Alarm bells are going off in my head, but what's the harm? I'll look a little silly. Hell, I might even end up looking cute. All right, just give me a second. Good answer. He seems pleased, but I'm a little irked by that smug sense of victory he's oozing. I close the bathroom door behind me and lay out the uniform. Yikes. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. That way, whatever the reveal is, can be a surprise for the next time. Yeah? That sounds fun, right? So let's go ahead and save. Oh, damn! I haven't played since 2017? Damn! It's been a long ass time then. But alrighty, we are going to... Oh, that's the log. Okay. Alrighty, well, we at least saved. I don't see a way to really go back to... Oh, to the main menu. Yes, this. Alrighty. Y'all, thanks for hanging out tonight. I see it's 5 a.m. and I'm definitely sleepy. So, y'all, have a good rest. Be sure to hydrate, be sure to eat well, at least get snackies, something. If you usually take medicine and you don't have any adverse effects, if it's actually helping you, keep taking it. Don't skip your meds. Be good. Yeah? Alrighty. And so next we are going to see about who to raid. And this time we're not going to let it crash, because we are not switching over to the talk scene, because I think that's the big thing there. over to? Oh, we've got a someone that we know at least from online communities. Another VTuber who is also streaming. It's Amy O, and they are streaming Dead by Daylight. So you know what? Let's go ahead and switch things up and give y'all a little bit of chaos, right? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so let's slash raid, then Amy. Oh, alrighty. Y'all, thanks again for sticking around, for hanging out, and we will be back later today. We have some Monster Hunter Rise at, is it 2 or 4? Let me double check, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't even know my own fucking schedule. Uh, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes seriously forget. Yeah. So we'll have some Monster Hunter Rise at 2 p.m. We'll have like about 5 or so hours of that, and then at 7 p.m. we are going to be playing Dead by Daylight. However, the new thing is that this is going to be our first post San Japan gaming uh, stream. So we'll be playing with Kirito and other members of San Japan Gaming, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, y'all. I can't wait. So let's go ahead and get this raid started. Yes. Alrighty, and y'all, I adore all of you, and y'all have a great night. See y'all next time.